hope I get to be there when you do ask him into your life. Because the smile that I'm going to see on this face has never smiled like that before. That smile is going to be equal in beauty to 10 Grand Canyons and 100 sunsets.
All right, Greenleaf fans. I just unplugged my mic. I'm thinking, yeah, we won't get clips until noon. It's 9:05, and they already dropped the minute-long clip on Facebook. And then Keith David shared a 15-second promo on his Instagram stories, and that's the one we're going to talk about in this video. So make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on new content, and go down to the description box. All my social media links are down there. This is wonderful, and hopefully it's not foreshadowing a death, because it's like, I hope I'm alive and I'm there. Basically, what Bishop is saying is he's describing the joy that he knows AJ will experience, and the smile, basically the way his face will light up once he fully embraces and accepts God into his own heart, mind, and soul. And AJ is just taking it in. So if you remember on Ambitions, remember Ambitions? I know a lot of people didn't watch it, but it wasn't until the show was canceled after season 1 that people go, man, I want Ambitions back. It was great. Now, if you're an Ambitions fan, you'll remember the scene. Now, I think it was close towards the end of season 1. And, well, if I'm not mistaken, I think it may have been before they took like a mid-season finale. It was when Senior died, or was killed. Excuse me, he was killed. But I think in that same episode, we had a scene of Senior and Evan playing chess in the office. Evan was the mayor of Georgia, or was it? Yeah, I think the mayor of Georgia, but he was in Atlanta. But I'm sorry not to ramble. I'm trying to remember the show. It's been so long. But basically, they were playing chess, and in that scene, Bishop was just telling, well, excuse me, not Bishop, Senior was telling Evan to take care of all of his children. He's like, what do you mean, Pop? I'll take care of, my daughter and son with Stephanie, but he's referring to Hakeem, his son, by, Bella True. So basically, he said, without straightforward saying, that he knew Hakeem was actually Evan's son and not the product of, Bella and someone else. It was like one of those scenes where he was talking as if he was going to leave very soon, and little did he know he would be killed at the end of the episode. So I felt the same when I saw this scene between Bishop and AJ. Now, it seems clear this scene is taking place during the beginning of the episode or towards the middle, but I think it's going to happen before I'm guessing the end, when the Greenleaf family goes to the church, as Bob Whitmore is about to make a speech, and then Bishop gets up on the stage. So that's my thought process. I think the AJ scene is at the beginning. And once again, if you look at my video that I had about, will Bishop die in front of the congregation, I talked about the potential analogy of Bishop's father giving him the car that's in the crate that he never opened to, Bishop and the church itself. And I said in that video, like, I would hate to see Bishop die, but if he did pass, then I could see Noah and AJ building the car together the same way, Bishop, well, technically Bishop's father gave him the car to build himself. But, I'll be willing to think that, maybe Bishop's father would join in. But the fact that he never opened the crate to begin with is probably why, nothing ever happened with it. But obviously, Bishop and his father were seemed to have been close, I guess you could say. Well, at the very least, Bishop knew who his father was, unlike AJ and Noah not even knowing about each other. Well, technically, AJ knew that he had a father. Noah just never knew that he had a child with Grace. But more to the point, that car would be a great way to have a bond between the two. And heck, maybe Grace can even join in. Who knows? But all I'm saying is this was a very powerful scene. And maybe in that final episode, we'll see AJ being baptized or something. But here's the thing. I don't want AJ to just come to Christ because Bishop dies. But maybe it's the fact that not necessarily, and again, if Bishop does die, I don't want that exactly to be the case. Like, oh, I'm going to believe in God because Grandpa did. No. Maybe it will be because whatever Bishop says on stage, repents from his sins and whatnot, that would have a powerful impression to AJ, and as a result, it's like, okay, so my grandfather, the bishop, confessed to all of his sins in front of everyone, and the Lord still forgave him. Now, if God can do that for him and all the mistakes I've made and the shortcomings in my life, then I feel like he can accept me too. That would be a powerful way to, have AJ come full circle as a Greenleaf. Not to mention, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Sophia come to Christ and Bishop baptized her? So it would be amazing if, Bishop is the one to baptize AJ. That would be great. I would love to see that. Or, once again, unfortunately, if Bishop passes away, or if he, takes the... here's another thing. If Noah and AJ can build the car, I know that Grace stepped down as pastor, but let's say if the Greenleafs get the church back, maybe she gets back that role as head pastor or whatever. What if she's the one to baptize her? What if Grace baptizes AJ? That would be phenomenal. Like, the mother who gave her child up is the mother. Basically, Grace put AJ down and stepped away from him. But and then it was like, at this point where he's a troubled adult, she tries to bring him back up. But in this situation, she's going to let AJ down into the water, but then bring him up a new man of God. I would love to see that. Greenleaf, make it happen, even though you've already filmed it. So unless it's in the spinoff and he's not baptized in the finale, I can see that happening. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Do you think AJ is going to come to Christ? And if you'd like to donate to the channel with some tithes and offering, even though it's not mandatory, but it is appreciated, you can hit me up on PayPal, you can hit me up on Cash App, or you can join my Patreon for as little as $1 a month.